I'm doing a series on the top 10 relationship roadblocks, the barriers that get in our way from the belonging that we want, the fences that we put up from the frientimacy that we say we crave. All of these get in our way, and I invite you to listen to all 10 of them, try them on honestly, and see which ones might be limiting you from the relationship depth that you want. Number 9 is a hard one. This one is the fear of being seen. We're scared of actually being known. We say we want to be known, and we do, but we don't always act like we do. We're actually kind of would rather go into impressing mode or kind of glamming up, looking better, just kind of thinking through our brand or our reputation or our social media page, and we get so wrapped up in how we look and what the angles are and how we're coming across our very best, and I am so guilty of this. And yet, at the end of the day, what we want is to just be loved for who we are. But we put up so many roadblocks that might get in the way of people actually relating to us and connecting with us and feeling close to us and feeling a bond with us, because nobody feels a bond with people they're intimidated by. Nobody feels a closeness to people just who impress them. We sometimes go into impress mode. I've done this. And yet at the end of the day, I can walk out of the room and somebody might be like, wow, she's so impressive. But is that what I want? Or do I want them to be like, oh, I really like her. I want to be friends with her. We want people who feel like they can approach us, people that we feel like we can be friends with, people who don't just impress us, but we actually feel safe around because they're not always impressive all the time. But to want to be seen by others, we have to be willing to see ourselves. And that's hard. So this roadblock isn't just letting other people see us, which is a part of it for sure, because we want to be loved. And to be loved, we have to feel known. And to feel known, we have to be seen. They all build on each other. And so we absolutely have to feel like others know us and get us and like us. But if we can't do that for ourselves, it's going to be really hard for us to let other people see us. And so we have to ask ourselves, how much do I love myself? How much do I see myself? How honest am I with myself? How vulnerable am I? Am I spending the time getting to know who I am and what makes me different and what makes me unique? I love assessments for this reason. It helps give language to kind of like, oh, that's what's different about me. That's why I do this thing. Sometimes it helps us have the language for us to understand what makes us different in this world. I also love journaling and reflecting and thinking through, well, how would I answer this question? What's true about this for me? What's really true in this situation? Being able to name who I am. What's true about me no matter what, whether I'm a pastor or speaking or writing books, like who am I without all of those things? Who am I at my core? And as I get to know myself, hopefully my strengths and my weaknesses, I can show up with less defensiveness, less ego, less of a need to impress and to wow, and I can show up ready to be more seen. Because we can't show others. Well, we do show others what we don't know often, all the time, but we want to be able to show others who we are, the good and the bad, without being blind to it. We want to see it ourselves. We want to see it in them. We want to be gotten. And so roadblock number 9, let's try to move it out of our way by loving ourselves and knowing ourselves and exploring who we are so that we feel safer showing up and letting other people see us. Because, oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. You're so wonderful. I believe that. Absolutely. I think every single person has something so beautiful. And when we really see that in each other, we empathize, we open up, we feel that authenticity. And so one of the roadblocks we need to remove or heal is that fear of letting people see us, of knowing you're worthy and that you're special and that you can love yourself and you don't need to get approval from everyone else. You can just be who you are and let them see it. Radiate yourself. One of the biggest roadblocks is being scared to be seen. We will never feel close to people unless we're willing to be seen.